Yes, good afternoon. It is afternoon, isn't it? Good afternoon to you all. Welcome back to FHTV Plus, the home of all my watch-alongs that are not Tottenham Hotspur. I hope you're all well. It's a lovely, lovely day, which for me means hay fever, unfortunately. Just walked the dogs, been for a nice long walk in the fields with the dogs, and all I can do is just feel this hay fever kind of building and building and building. But we do have loads of football going on at 12:30. So in 11 minutes' time, we're going to watch Aston Villa v Fulham. Excuse me. Excuse me. Bear with me before I die. But as well as that, we've got all the Championship and League One and League Two games. Clubs getting promoted and relegated and yada, 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 yada. So this is going to be a good day for football. I hope you are all well. Yeah, Ali, I know. I'm sure you've seen the video again, which just lied. I mean, it said that it was saying it felt like we were gonna lose in Bodo, and I've never said that at all. I didn't say we were going to lose in Bodo. I've actually said that I think we're going to get through. I've made videos saying we're going to win the Europa League, but it just gets ignored because it doesn't suit narratives, does it? It really doesn't suit people's narratives. If they say, oh, Savva's said we're going to win the competition. Oh, hang on, he's negative. Isn't he a negative fan? It is what it is. I've never known anybody so obsessed with me. It's truly worrying, like genuinely worrying how obsessed certain people are with me. I'm just a football fan like everyone else, just putting my opinion across, and it seems to get people the complete wrong way. But this should be a good game today. I haven't even seen the team news. I've been so busy this morning. Let's have a look at the team news, shall we? So we have got Aston Villa. Aston Villa will line up with Martinez in goal, Cash, Konza, Torres and Maatsen at the back, with Kamara and Tielemans and McGinn as a midfield three, and then Morgan Rogers, Asensio and Watkins as the forward three. It's a good team. And then Fulham, who have been very impressive this year. Really good manager, very hard to beat. Leno in goal, Tete, Anderson, Bassi and Robinson across the back four. Sanderberg and Lukic in midfield. Sessegnon, Iwobi and Wilson behind Jimenez. And the substitute benches are Aston Villa have got Bailey, Barkley, Digne, Garcia, Marlon, Mings, Olsen, Anana and Ramsey. And Fulham have got Bender, Kearney, Carlos Vinicius, Castagne, Cuenca, Reed, Smith-Rowe, Traore and Willian. So this should be a very good game. But then we look across League One. Sorry, not League One. League One's at 3:00. So is League Two. The Championship. Leeds are playing away at Plymouth to try and win the Championship. Burnley are playing at home to Millwall to try and win the Championship. Coventry needs to beat Middlesbrough to guarantee themselves a playoff spot. Bristol City needs to beat Preston to guarantee themselves a playoff spot. Millwall, who are playing at Burnley, as we said, if they win and others lose, they could finish in the playoffs. So could Blackburn as well, and so could Middlesbrough. So there's a lot going on today. This is a really good day for football, but we're here today at Villa Park. How are you all? How is everyone? This game, first of all, what are we thinking? What are people thinking for a scoreline of this game today? I've got an acca. Somebody asked. I did see. Let me say hello. How rude of me, Gareth Osborne. Yeah. As I said, I've seen the video. I don't really know what to say anymore. Like that video, you would think that I've said that Spurs aren't going to win the Europa League. That's what he's telling his viewers, basically, that I've said we're not going to win the Europa League. I've clearly said a number of times I think Spurs will and should win this Europa League. But he tells his viewers that I'm negative and they all go, oh, Savva's a baby, he doesn't want us to win. It's like, well, I've Said we're going to win it. But hey, if people want to follow blindly, that's fine on them. Big up to Tony Rodriguez. So big up Savva, guests and chat. 2-2. You go with the old Desmond. Going with the old Desmond today. I've got an acca. I'll get to it in a minute. I feel a sneaky baby Arsenal win. A sneaky baby Arsenal win. What does that mean? Fulham a baby Arsenal. Is that what we're saying? Big up to you, Gareth. Big up to Nearsighted Remembrance, who's in the house. He thinks that Gareth is overestimating Fulham. Costa del Spurs. Yes, my acca today. Aston Villa. Got a feeling for Aston Villa. Hang on, I'll show you. Oh, I've got Aston Villa plus these 4 games, which is Bristol City to beat Preston at home, Burnley to beat Millwall, Derby to beat Stoke, and Charlton Athletic to beat Burton. So Charlton Athletic to beat Burton. So listen, I haven't won an acca for about 3 months. So maybe, just maybe you'll be here with me on the day that we do. But someone always lets you down, don't they? Someone always lets you down. Hang on 1 second. Join us. Oh, I said John us live. Join. Predictive text is the worst thing that ever happened to me because I just typed so quickly, end up getting everything wrong. Join us live. Villa v Fulham on at FHTV Plus. Right now. There we go. Let me know your score predictions. I think Villa will win this. I think Villa will have a good game today and win this. They absolutely must in their quest for Champions League football. Big up Costa del Spurs, by the way. Big up Ali. How you doing? Big up to you. Big up to the Aussie Handjater. Big up to Gus Parker. How we doing? I know it's getting a bit sad though. Like I don't use anybody else's name to grow my channel. I've never used anybody else's name to grow my channel, and that's all he's doing at this stage. Is just Savva. There are thousands out there with the same opinion as me and Stel, but we're the only 2 that he goes at. It's just getting a little bit boring. And I wouldn't mind if he just talked about my football opinion, but I mean, again, I've been called a gremlin, a twat, a cunt, a prick. Like, I've no idea what is going on. Big up to Marios. Oh God, he just never, he is relentless. He is relentless. But anyway, this isn't about him. Let's not let him ruin our day. Big up to Jack. How are we doing, Jack? How you doing? Hope you are well. Shelley is inside the house. Also gone with the 2-2 draw. Mark Swift is inside. Nearsighted Remembrance thinks my missus might start getting jealous. I'm sure she won't, but she also thinks it's very, very weird. Like, you know, like when you see 1 or 2 videos, you go, okay. When it's all the time, nearly every day, it's just like so odd. It's so odd for a football opinion. Big up, Stephen. How we doing, my man? Hope you're well. Big up to Vaga Bruce, my favourite Barcelona fan out there. Luminous said, Savva, he said it, not this season, the next season, he doesn't care. He said, if not this season, then next season. I don't know what that means. Sorry, mate. I don't know what that means. Let me know. Big up, Phil. How we doing? Phil, me and Phil love a bit of back and forth, but I do love my Phil. I need some Phil time every day in my life, or my life is not complete. Big up to each and every one of you. And please, if you haven't subscribed, please do. We've got to make sure that we're growing the channel at the same time as having these watch-alongs. Big up to Mark Swift. He's got me 2-0 to Villa. Dan Skyline's gone Villa to win 3-1. They are bloody good at home. I know I'm not allowed to say that. I said Bodo were good at home, and I got told off for saying it, didn't I, in the video? Like, oh, Savva thinks Bodo are good at home. Well, I'm just looking at the facts, and they are good at home. I'm not saying they're unbeatable. Big up to Destiny 5. Said Savva and still living rent-free in Australia. I might as well, mate. Might as well. I've never known. I'm so hated by him and his viewers. Like they all know me personally. I've never known anything like it. It's funny. When they talk about me, they never bring up the video where I've said I'm going to win. We're going to win the Europa League. Have you noticed? Never. Never, ever, ever do they bring that up. Because it doesn't suit their narrative. right? You've all seen me. I've made plenty of videos saying we're going to win the Europa League, but they don't bring it up. Where are we? Arsenal, just a spicy Spurs. Hello, bro. How you doing? Lily livered, apparently. This should be a good game, shouldn't it, people? This should be a good game. I really think it should be. Let me just 1 second. Let's just do this, shall we? Share. Let's send it to the WhatsApp group. There we go. There we go. So that's all done. Listen, I'm really excited to see. I'm very excited to see this game today. I think that I've been really impressed with Villa over the last 2-3 years and what Unai Emery's done there. I think he's made them a very difficult team. I think he's made them a very they score goals. They've got some good players. They're energetic, but Fulham are a good team. Fulham have done very well with limited resources. Another club, Fulham, that lose their best players every year, but just seem to keep going. Savva, if you love the game, why not do championship watch-alongs? I mean, how much time in my day do you think I've got, Lumen? I mean, you're starting to be a troll now, aren't you? Because I do Champions League games, Europa League games, FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League. How much time in the day do you think I've got? I might as well wake up and say to my wife, you know what? I'm going in there to stream in my little streaming. I would say it's a third bedroom, but now the whole thing is just screens and everything. You know, I'm going to be in there from 10 a.m. till midnight, like, because Lumen thinks I should be streaming championship games as well as Premier League games. Like, I mean, come on, give me a break, man. Some people, I'll tell you what, Lumen. Hang on, Fulham are getting us off and underway here. There we go. We're off and underway. The timer should be on. Lumen, why don't you start a channel and you do championship games? Destiny, it's mad. Doing this YouTube thing, I didn't realize I was going to be like vilified and abused at every single turn, no matter what decision I made. Anyway, this should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good game. Yeah, I'll just do the Conference League. Sod it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll do the boxing, the tennis. Yeah, I'll just live in here. And I'll tell you what I'll do, Stephen. We'll have a 24-hour, round-the-clock sports channel. Whatever is live, we'll do. We won't make videos. We'll have one continuously year-long string. Yeah, if that will please people. Oh, it's make you laugh, doesn't it? And don't worry, from last night, the unopened pack of chocolate digestives, everybody. Have a look. So Villa on the ball already. Fulham have got everyone behind the ball. And listen, Villa, I would say it's a bigger game for them. Hang on, they're through. Oh, scrambled away. Well done. Good defending by Bassi in the end. Here's Matty Cash. Crosses in, flicked on, cleared away by Fulham in the end. It's a lively start here at Villa Park. Snooker play. I'll do snooker as well for you, Lumen. Yeah, don't worry. We'll get the snooker going as well. Don't worry about that. Oh, make sure you smash the like button as well, please, if you haven't already. Please smash that like button. Let's start as we mean to go on. At Savva? Tony? What do you mean? At Savva? What do you mean? Anyway, let's have a look. I'll keep you up to date with championship scores as well. So far in the championship, there has been no goals, but I will keep you updated. So far, there's been no goals. I'll tell you what, let's put an alert on all of them. No, we won't. I won't. I'll just as they come in. And where's my charger? Nope, not got that either. It's a fast start from Villa here, going at Fulham. Fulham at the moment struggling to get out of their half, but here they have got the ball with Jimenez on the halfway line. Will I be breaking off? What happened to your mod and member status? Tony, this is FHTV Plus. This is my second channel, man. I can make you a mod. Here we go. Look, I'll make you a mod right now. Here we go. Tony, you are now a mod. But this is FHTV Plus, my man. This is my second channel. All watch-alongs that aren't Spurs. Big up to Nick. Nick and the football club. Love Nick. Absolutely love my man, Nick. I remember when somebody messaged me and went, "You seen this Australian bloke? He's made a video about you." I was like, "Who is he?" And I watched it and I was like, "No, I like it. It's a good video. Good video. He was balanced. I liked it." Savva, do you think there's a chance for Millwall to be in the playoffs? I mean, look, of course there's a chance. Millwall, though, need either Bristol City or Coventry to lose and them to win. But Millwall are at Burnley, who are fighting to win the title. So it's slim, but it's there. Jack said, Savva, please watch Weak Hero or Bloodhound. What are they? What are they on? What are they about? What are they? By the way, Sunderland 0, QPR 1. Goal has gone in at the Stadium of Light. Hang on, here's Villa. Oh, a mistake there by the Fulham defender, but Anderson came over and covered. I think it's Sunderland 0, QPR 1. I'll let you know in a minute if that is true. But I don't think that has a bearing on anything. Let's have a look. I don't think QPR can go down. Let's have a look. QPR can't go down. Sunderland have already got their playoff place. So a goal there, if it is a goal, won't mean anything. It won't mean anything in terms of the league season. Let's have a look. Any other goals? Any other goals? If you haven't subscribed to this channel, why not? Please do. The link to subscribe to this channel is pinned. Or I've actually just lied to you. It's not pinned. It's going to be pinned in about 5 seconds. There we go. Hang on, here's Fulham. No, good defending by Matson. There you go. The link. No. It's asked me if I'd like to make myself a moderator. I'd like to think that I've got managing control over everything. If you haven't subscribed, please do, as we continue to grow the channel. I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you. So a lively start here. This one I like. So some person has said this, right? This is what I absolutely love. Actually, now I know this person is a troll. Sorry, now I know this person is a troll. Makes you laugh, doesn't it? Somebody said, Savva, you're a horrible judge of football. Bodo Glimt will beat us next week. Last week, that very same person came on and said, I'm very negative about Spurs. Honestly, if I showed you, I'll tell you what, I could show you my comments. I'm not going to, but if I showed you my comments, it's utterly, it's just madness. I don't get it. See, I've done a video saying we should win the Europa League, and now people are going, we can see through you. You want us to lose. Why would I not want to win a European competition as a Spurs fan? What is wrong with the human race? I'm so confused. I'm so confused by the human race. Ball comes across, headed down. Ollie Watkins couldn't quite get enough angle on it. Honestly, I'm genuinely baffled by the human race. It's a very strange. Look at that top response. It says there, setting yourself up for a fall. We can see through you, Goose. What? Because I think Spurs are going to win the Europa League. I genuinely don't know what to say, what to do anymore. It's just utterly baffling. I'll show you, look. Sav, you're a horrible judge of football. Bodo will get through next week. Sometimes I wonder if your mental state is right. I'm so baffled by our fan base. I'm so baffled. If I say we're going to win, it's fake. If I say we're going to lose, I'm negative. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. Utter madness. Utter madness. Oh, dearie me. I'll tell you what, Cookie. Some weird ones. It feels like it feels like all these grown men. I see some of these people, they've got like pictures with them and their kids. Grown men, right? Grown men go in, they go into YouTube comments and just say the most childish of things that if their kids said it, they'd have a go at. Do you know what I mean? Either that or they're going to be horrible parents. It's so baffling. Spurs are going to lose the Europa League. You're a shit fan. Get behind them. Cool. Spurs are going to win the Europa League. You're a fake fan. We know you don't mean it. What? What? I just genuinely don't know. I just genuinely don't know what to say anymore. Football is a very, very strange leveler, isn't it? By the way, only 30 likes. That's not good. Come on, people. Let's smash that like button. Not a lot happening here at the moment. Not a lot happening here. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe as well. So confused. Leslie Ress. Do you know what I like? I'm gonna call it out, right? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you right now how dumb people are. Right? Now, bearing in mind, when you lot and anybody else comments on in here as well, when you comment on my YouTube like this, what it does is, let me show you this, right? So Leslie Rees, right, who has said this, like, Sav, you're a horrible judge of football. If I click on to Leslie's picture, here's a little tip for you all before people say backstabbing things. It shows me the last comments that this person has made on my channel, right? Now, can you see that one down there? The second one, it's a bit blurred, says, why can't we just come together and support the club? Then, when I've made a video saying we're going to win the Europa League, I get, your football knowledge is terrible. Bodo will go through against us. It's truly worrying, the internet. I worry about anyone who's got kids, I worry about them growing up in this era. I genuinely worry. These people are just baffling. Anyway, Fulham are in it. Here's Ryan Sessegnon. He's got into the box, crossed the ball. He's beaten everyone, gone over to Robinson. He's dinked it back in. Iwobi's flicked it on, and Maatsen can bring it away. Madness. Here's Villa down the other end corner. By the way, Burnley 0. Millwall 1. Millwall have taken the lead at Burnley. Now, what that does, as it stands, this is going to be fun. What that does, as it stands, is puts Millwall into 5th place. So Millwall currently will be in the playoffs. And as it stands, Leeds United will be champions with Burnley 2nd place. So Millwall winning at Burnley, which is absolutely rubbish for Mayaka. But hey, that's what it is. Sunderland 0, QPR 1, as I said earlier. Corner kick, 1-0, great goal. 1-0, really great goal. The corner kick whipped in by McGinn. Tielemans with the flicked on header at the near post. And Aston Villa have gone 1-0 up. Really well worked corner from Aston Villa. And they are winning. And at the moment, what that will do, that will put them level on points with Forest and Chelsea in the hunt for Champions League football. So Forest and Villa and Chelsea all have 60 points as it stands. So it's going to get very, very exciting at the top there. Norwich 1, Cardiff 0 as well. Norwich 1, Cardiff 0. The goal scorer there, I'll let you know in a minute. And West Brom and Luton are playing. It's currently West Brom 1, Luton 1. And Luton need a point to stay up. So Luton desperately need to do something in that game. They did go 1-0 down on 8 minutes and then equalised on 9 minutes. Great header, though, from Yuri Tielemans. And Burnley wasted no time at all. Burnley wasted no time at all. Burnley won, Millwall won. So 2 games in the Championship where one team has scored and the other team has equalised within 1 minute. So Burnley won, Millwall won. Now, as that stands, what that means is Millwall. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, that's who's at my front door. Yep. No, that's not what I want. I want this. As it stands, come on, rectify yourself. Millwall will be back out of the playoffs, and Burnley are level again with Leeds, but have a worse goal difference. So Burnley now level with Leeds, but have a worse goal difference. Millwall currently outside the playoffs. So it's all happening in the Championship. It's all happening in the Championship right now. A big up to each and every one of you. But who said, is this a new channel? New channel. I did see. This is my second channel. It's everything not Spurs. So all live watch-alongs, transfer videos, daily videos, anything that is not Spurs is on this channel. So, big up to each and every one of you. Hope you're well. Have you all smashed the like button? There's the first question. You haven't, because we've only got 40 likes. And have you all subscribed? If you haven't, why not? If you haven't, let's subscribe. As we continue to grow, the next milestone on this channel is 2,000 subscribers. We've only had 1 subscriber today, so hopefully a few more of you will subscribe. The link is pinned. So thank you very much for that. Let's have a look. So Aston Villa with a 1-0 lead. Aston Villa with 1-0 lead. I just get so fed up, honestly. I just get so fed up that I just can't say anything. Oh, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Honestly, guys, if you've got thin skin, don't do YouTube. Honestly, the abuse is it's just way too much. I can just see abuse after abuse flooding in from a video I've made saying Spurs will win a Europa League. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable, guys. It's too much. Um, Big up Vagabruce. Yeah, you were. Big up, my man. Big up, my man. I don't know who this is. You just do. I don't know what that means. Big up, Daniel. How you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Oh, big up Seven. How we doing, mate? How we doing? Just madness. Villa through on goal. The ball's gone safely into the arms of Leno. I can see Villa running away with this if they get the second, guys. I really can. Big up to you, my man. Big up Philly. So you're going to win, Sav. What you say, mate? It's mad, isn't it? Philly, you're in a WhatsApp group with me. How many times have I said Spurs are going to win the Europa League and Spurs should win the Europa League because of the teams in it? I mean, Philly, you know I'm not lying, right? Um, it's utter nonsense. It's utterly crazy just how these people react. But Aston Villa here, they've got to get the win, haven't they? Let's have a look at the league table. So Villa now on 60 points, still in seventh because of goal difference, but it puts them in with a much better chance. Fulham's still in eighth, which I believe would be the Conference League at this stage. I believe would be the Conference League. You know what it is? They don't like the wording. Because I've said we should be winning it with the route we've had, they don't like it. Oh, you're minimizing it. Well, I don't know. Oh, honestly, I could cry sometimes. I genuinely could. Anyway, here's Ryan Sessegnon. He's got him behind, pulled it back, shot by Harry Wilson, and has gone out for a corner kick. I've got this guy right now saying you're playing the victim, typical narcissist. And I said, I don't get it. I've said we're going to win the Europa League, and yet you still want to abuse me. I said to him, I don't. What is it you want me to say? If I had sat here and said we're not going to win it, you would have abused me for being a shit fan. If I say we're going to win it, you're still not happy. Anyway. So Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0. Villa will be very happy with this. Fulham, I mean, they can still get I think, is it 8th place that the Euros go down to? Is it 8th or 9th or 10th? I was reading the other day. 8th. It's mad, isn't it? When you think that half the league could be in European football next year, it's crazy, isn't it? Half the league could be in Europe next year. Just doesn't make sense, does it? I think it's kind of losing the meaning of European football now, isn't it? Like, it's meant to be winners. Now we've got 10, 11 teams from a league representing Europe. It's just crazy. Fulham doing well here to try and get back into it, but you just get the feeling on the break, Villa are like this with Asensio. Plays a ball through to McGinn on the right-hand channel. He cuts in, lays it off to Tielemans. They've got so many good players, haven't they, Villa? They really do have some good talent. Here's Morgan Rogers. Twists, turns. Oh, he's lost the ball on that occasion. Good tracking back there by Sessegnon. Now Fulham can break, can they? By the way, Bristol City 0, Preston 1. Bristol City 0, Preston 1. So in that league, Bristol City are losing. They need to win to get a playoff place. Norwich are 3-0 up against relegated Cardiff, and Cardiff are down to 10 men. Plymouth are beating Leeds. What that means is Plymouth are still getting relegated as things stands, but Burnley would win the championship. Hang on, we'll come away here. Oh, great defending from Calvin Bassey there to stop Fulham going in. As it stands, Burnley will win the league. Leeds will finish second. And the 4 in the playoffs at the moment are Sheffield United, Sunderland, Coventry, and Bristol City. That could all change depending on Millwall, Blackburn, and Middlesbrough getting a goal. So a lot could happen. Portsmouth 0, Hull 1. And what that's done is that has pulled Hull well clear of the bottom 3 for the moment, depending on other scores. Watford 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. West Brom 1, Luton 1 still. And that should bring everyone bang up to date. Should bring everyone up to date. So interesting. Lots of interesting scores going on in the championship at the moment, which is what it's all about, really. Obviously, it's a big game we're watching here, but in the championship, a big, big, big day. It's going to make some siders. And by the way, I fail to believe that you've all subscribed to this channel. If you haven't, please do. Here's Matson out on the left-hand side. Takes his man on, does he? No. Really well defended there by, is that Tete? And then, yeah, good defending there by Fulham in the end. But they're messing about with it a bit now. Berger mops it up well, gets it to Kenny Tete. And then Kenny Tete plays it off Matson for a throw-in. So lots of goals going in the championship. Lots of goals going in the championship at the moment. Let's have a look, see if there's been any more. So obviously Plymouth beating Leeds. Leeds will be gutted to lose the championship on the last day of the season, won't they? West Brom 2, Luton 1. West Brom 2, Luton 1. And what that does do is that puts Luton back into the bottom 3. As it stands, Luton are going to do back-to-back relegations as it stands. So it's funny. None of the top 9 are winning. None of the top 9 are winning today so far. That's crazy. But let's see. There's a long way to go. I think there's going to be lots of twists, lots of turns. So Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0 puts Villa level with Nottingham Forest and Chelsea on 60 points in the battle for Champions League. Obviously, last night, Man City kind of not cementing their spot, but they've moved up to 64 points, which gives them a 4-point cushion in the meantime between them and 6th, which will see them get Champions League. And Man City have won 5 of their last 6. So, you know, the business end of the season, they're doing what they need to do at the right time. At the right time. Loads of goals going on. Sorry, lots of. I'm looking at my phone a lot because I'm trying to get all the scores and see what's happening. And yeah, Fulham are pushing here. I think Fulham, for me, lack a real out-and-out goal scorer. You know, like what they had with Mitrovic. I think they could really do with a Liam Delap type player. They got some really good approach play. They're organised. I just don't know they've got that goal scorer. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. So I'll let you know any goals that go in the championship. West Brom 3, Luton 1. West Brom 3, Luton 1. Let's just see if Lancashire's playing today. No, he's not. Luton are going down. Let's see. Let's work out the goal difference. I think Luton are going down unless they find 2 goals from somewhere. Villa, ball into the box. No, not enough there for a penalty. Big up as well to Tony, who's become the first YouTube member, I believe, on this new channel, or the second YouTube member. Big up to you, Tony. Really appreciate you for all your support on this channel and on my main channel as well. Thank you very much, Tony. It's much appreciated. And if that wasn't enough, Sanctuary of 7 has gifted someone a membership. Let's see who he gifted it to. Thank you very much, Sanctuary of 7. Sorry, you received your own membership gift. That's brilliant. I kid you not, people. Sanctuary of 7 gifted a membership and randomly it selected himself. That is brilliant. Well done, Sanctuary of 7. You've given yourself a membership. Big up to you, my man. Nick. Oh, mate, honestly, my head spins at how dumb people on the internet are, my man. It's mad. You want Spurs to win. You're playing a game. You want Spurs to lose. You're a shit fan. Fucking hell. Oh, my God. Sometimes I should just come on stream and go, like that. In the Championship. So at the moment, Burnley have gone in within 10 minutes from finishing second to winning the league. So lots going on. But Luton Town, this is going to be 2 relegations on the spin. Guys, not that often you see that in football. Not that often you see it. But we're seeing it today. I saw expressions. He's a funny lad. I'd love to get him on. I just can't get hold of him. But he is a very funny character. Have you noticed how our mate in Australia never seems to go for expressions because he knows he'd bury him alive with his 500,000 subscribers? You know, is Scotty Parker a good manager? He's a very good manager. Yeah, he's a manager that's young, learning his trade. But yes, this is his second promotion, right? As a manager. So, yes, absolutely. Big up to the Aussie Ange hater who has also become a YouTube member. Big up to you. And not only that, Aussie Ange hater has gifted 1 membership as well. Let's see who that went to. That went to Archer. So Archer has become a member. So has the Aussie Ange hater. So has Tony. And so has Sanctuary of 7. All within the space of 5 minutes. So big up to you guys. Thank you very much for all your support. It does, honestly, it means the world to me that you lot support me because it's a fickle game, the YouTube game. It's very fickle. So big up to you. Ed, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, they spent money. Mark McGuinness cost them 10 million. They're going to have to sell players. Let's have a look at their team today. I mean, how many of these were in the team last year? You know, Morris, Bell, Clark, Mengi, Kaminsky. What has happened to them? What has happened to them? It's absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Oh, yes. We're doing it again, are we? We're doing it again. If everyone puts in 99p, we can make 70 quid in 10 minutes. Just kidding. Mark, that was brilliant the other night, wasn't it? Big up to you, Mark Cook, with a super sticker. Thank you. Very, very generous, you lot, as always. Much love to you. And if you haven't subscribed to Cookie and to the other Mark, the Two Mark Show is a brilliant show. I love them. The Elder Statesman of Tottenham Hotspur YouTube. The Elder Statesman. I love them. Yeah, that's true. I know it's my bad for giving it the time of day. You're right. Phil Coys said, who gets more prize money? The championship champions or the playoff champions? Ooh. I don't know. Anyone know the answer to that? Can anyone Google it? Hang on, here's Villa coming away down the left-hand side. Here's Ollie Watkins. Done well there to hold it up. And then the moves kind of died dead F a little bit there. No goals have gone in the last 5 or 10 minutes in the championship. It's going to be squeaky bum time in that second half for a lot of those clubs. Great question. If anyone knows the answer. Yusuf, then you've got to give him a chance, right? I mean, you've got to give him a chance before we just write him off. When you're saying wouldn't be great in the Prem, let's be fair, the team he'll be coming up with, it will be all about staying up, won't it? You know, it's we can't expect him to come up and be great. It's very difficult. By the way, Norwich ending their campaign on a high. So they have got a 3-0 lead against Cardiff. I'm just looking here. Borja Sands has got his 18th goal of the season. So he's had a good year. As the ball goes into the arms of Bernd Leno. Not many goals going in at the moment in the championship. Not many goals. So I was just looking. It said there was going to be a goal in the Burnley game, and then it said that there's not. So I don't know why that was. Sorry, I was just sort of looking and waiting and thinking, have Burnley won the league? I was also in La Liga. Alaves are playing Atletico Madrid. I'm not sure if there's anything really on it. Let's have a look. So Atletico Madrid, they're not going to realistically win the league from this position. Alaves could still go down. I doubt it, though, but they could. So, but we'll give you all the scores at half time. Big up as well to Mark Swift with the super stick. I really appreciate you, Mark. That's very, very, very generous indeed. Thank you very much. Much love for that. And also the Aussie Ange hater. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate you all. You're all very, very generous, good people. Football shouldn't be difficult, should it? We should all be allowed to come online, say what we want, and just relax without everyone going, you're a narcissist. You're horrible. I love this notion that I'm a narcissist. If you spoke to my friends who know me, it's just so funny. Just this notion that I'm a narcissist. Honestly, when I tell my wife these sort of things, she's just like, what? Like, it's just, these are people who don't know me. Like, I must be the only narcissist then in the Tottenham community who's raised nearly 40,000 for charity in the last 2 years. What a horrible narcissistic man I am. Madness. It's utter, utter madness. But hey, let these people do what they do. Big up, Kudos said, so happy these are on YouTube. Big ups, 2 out of the way. Listen, I like big up, but I just want to concentrate on growing this second channel. And you know what? As I said yesterday, I love football. I want to talk about football. I want to do all games, you know. I don't like this notion where, oh, you're a Spurs fan, you can only talk about Spurs. All right, well, I will on that channel, but this channel, I'll do what I want. Big up to all of you. I'll be Sanctuary of 7, who's now putting a super sticker. Thank you very much. You guys are too generous. Thank you, Sanctuary of 7. Oh, hang on. Wait, I've got rid of that one. And big up to the 2 Marks. Another super sticker. Thank you very much. You lot are too generous. Really do appreciate you. So thank you very much to Sanctuary of 7 and to the 2 Marks show, the Cookmeister. Big up to everybody who's in here. Any other goals? Let's see what's going on in the Plymouth Leeds game. So Leeds, I mean, they're going to go up, but not as champions. So Plymouth, yeah, Plymouth need miracles, don't they? Plymouth need miracles. Luton are down. So Cardiff are down, Plymouth are down, Luton are down as it stands. As it stands, a lot could change. And in the playoffs, Millwall are sitting level on points with Coventry and Bristol City, but a worse goal difference. So at the moment, Millwall are going to miss out on the playoffs on goal difference. I mean, you're in the wrong place then. You've got no interest in this game whatsoever. Fair enough. Here's Aston Villa driving forward. Tielemans wasn't the greatest pass, though, and Fulham can get it away. Only as far as Kamara. By the way, Villa's midfield three today of Kamara, McGinn, and Tielemans cost 2.5 million euros. I kid you not. Tielemans and Kamara on a free, and I believe John McGinn was like 3.5 million euros or something. So 2.5 million pounds, something like that. Mad, isn't it? This midfield free costs 2.5 million quid. Madness. Big up Barbaric to Stain. Said if this nonsense of opinions carry on, we'll have wives smashing each other in town when someone says they don't like to shop at Asda over Tesco. Mad, isn't it? It's mad. But you would never think that me not liking a football manager would cause so much anger to someone on the other side of the world. You just wouldn't think it. You just wouldn't think it. So much anger. Anyway. Oh, Villa are being caught out the back there from Cash. He's Jimenez. Right idea, wrong execution. Right idea. I'm a big fan of John McGinns. I'd love him in our midfield. I think he's a brilliant player, brilliant captain, leader, gives his all. And you're right. He's an old-fashioned midfielder for me. Bit of a throwback to when midfielders did a bit of everything. Makes more sense. Sorry, post should have read. Got no interest in this game whatsoever as a Forest fan. Though if Fulham could do Forest a favour, I would be chuffed to bits. I hear you. By the way, Coventry 1, Middlesbrough 0 on the stroke of half time. And the reason that is so important is that means Coventry will secure a playoff place as it stands. As it stands, Coventry will finish, as it stands, 5th and will play, I believe, isn't it 3rd v 6th and 4th v 5th? So it will be Sunderland versus Coventry as things stand. By the way, God, what a good job Scott Parker, Frank Lampard's done. Whatever you think of him, what a good job that man has done. Watford have equalised at home to Sheffield Wednesday as well. Doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Here's Yuri Tielemans. Oh, good effort, lad. Good effort. He's had a screamer from about 30 yards. He wants a corner. The ref's saying no. He's laughing about it now. Let's have a look. Did he? Let's have a look. It was curling. It was curling. I think he's got a point. I think the keeper's tipped that round. I think the keeper's got fingertips on that. The keeper's laughing. I think he knows he touched it. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Kudos. And yes, I do think John McGinn is this era's Scotty Parker. I'll make you right. Bristol City 0, Preston 1 is a half-time score. So Bristol City need to hope that Millwall don't score. If Millwall, let me get this right. If Millwall score and beat Burnley, as it stands, Millwall would leapfrog Bristol City. However, Blackburn are currently playing. They're 0-0 at Sheffield United. If Blackburn score, they will currently go into the playoffs. It's all good fun, isn't it? It's all good fun. The constant roundabout of who goes where. So thank you to whoever just subscribed as well. Thank you very much. We got 2 more subscribers. Big up to you. Big up to you guys. Thank you very much. It's half time here at Villa Park. It's 1-0 to Aston Villa. So far, so good for them. Not so good for Fulham. Let me just stop the clock. Let's just quickly do the admin. 45. 0-0. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, there we go. That should all be set. What are we thinking, people? Let's have a look at the championship, shall we? Let's have a look at, I'll tell you what, let's go to Sky Sports News quickly because they'll be doing all of these games. Let's quickly change this back to my main account. There we go. It's all happening. Hang on, what's this? Something about the Europa League final. Potential UEFA Europa League final. Following our first Europa League semi-final leg last night, we look forward to what we hope will be another thrilling return leg at Old Trafford. If we win a tie and qualify for the Europa League, there will be a very short window of just 13 days until the game and fewer than 5 until UEFA's deadline for tickets to be processed. We therefore need to take applications from fans who wish to travel subject to qualification. With a small allocation of just 14,770 tickets, unfortunately, you won't be eligible to apply, so applications will be accepted. Wow. Okay. Wow. So the stadium holds 53,000, but Spurs are only going to get 14.7 thousand seats. That's disgraceful, isn't it? Completely agree. He is. And you know what? Every team needs one. Every team needs one. That is disgraceful. That is absolutely disgraceful. But hey, never mind. Never mind, never mind. Tielemans looks like a far better player under Emery. Listen, I've always I wanted Tielemans. When we were linked with him on a free, apparently Ange turned him down. I don't know how true that is, but apparently Poch turned him down. Let's have a look at some of these championship scores, shall we? So Coventry 1, Middlesbrough 0. Norwich, hang on, Bristol, here we go, let me pause this will be easier. Half-time scores, Bristol City 0, Preston 1. Burnley 1, Millwall 1, which would currently mean that Burnley are champions. Coventry 1, Middlesbrough 0. That means that Coventry will currently be in the playoffs. Derby 0, Stoke 0. Norwich 3, Cardiff 0. Plymouth 1, Leeds 0. That would still see Plymouth relegated, but would see Leeds finish as runners-up. Portsmouth 0, Hull 1. That's important for Hull because that will keep them in the league, that result. Sheffield United 0, Blackburn 0. Sheffield United are going to be in the playoffs anyway. Blackburn, if they grab a winner there, will be in the playoffs depending on other scores. Sunderland 0, QPR 1. Doesn't mean anything. Sunderland are in the playoffs. QPR can't go down. Swansea 1, Oxford 1. Watford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. And West Brom 3, Luton 1, which means that Luton, as it stands, are going down. As it stands, Luton Town are going down. Savva, did you both? No, I've never been his mate. I don't really know him. We've talked, but I don't really know him. He's just so angry. He's just so full of hate towards me. I don't hear anything from a week, and then I wake up and there's a video about Savva and Stell, and you're like, this video came about because we literally said that Bodo are a good team at home, and it's not a foregone conclusion. I then went on to say, I think we're going to win it, though. Like, I think we're going to win it. We're going to go through and make us favourites. It's just getting silly because the videos aren't being made with about smaller, again, no offense, I'm not a massive channel, but videos aren't being made about creators who have got channels of 2,000 subscribers. The videos are being made about Stell. He's got 34,000. I've got 17,500. He's making it about us because we're the bigger subscribers. We don't have a say on what you think. I know people think that, right? Listen, I'd like to think a lot of you are very loyal and watch me quite a lot and we get on and blah, blah, blah. You guys won't believe something because I tell you to. You guys won't. If I tell you everyone hate Rodrigo Bentancur, you're all going to be like, what? No, if I like him, I like him. You say that, Sam. I'm not seeing any videos that are being titled about them two. Listen, it's silly. It's just all a bit silly over football. You know, like when I speak to my wife, when you lot probably speak to people in your lives who don't like football, they wouldn't understand it. And I don't understand it. It's all a bit like, all right, you hate my football opinion, but why does that mean you need to call me a cunt? Like, you hate my football opinion. Why am I a gremlin? Why am I suddenly, after 40 years of supporting Spurs, not a Spurs supporter because I don't like a manager? Like, it's all very, very silly, in my opinion. I can't say it anymore. I've got nothing against this bloke. I don't know him. I've got nothing against him. He just seems batshit crazy. Like, I don't understand it. I genuinely don't understand it. Most people will say, I don't like your opinion. They'll come on, we have a chat. But me and Sean, our opinions, we don't align. We don't make videos about each other. No. Hang on 1 second, people. Yeah, put them both in here. Yeah. Oh, God, we're getting Stanley and Stewie for the second half. This should be fun. We're getting Stanley and Stewie for the second half. Stanley and Stewie. Come on, in you come. If he puffs like that the whole time, I don't like. All right, in you come. Stanley. All right, no, they're not coming in yet. Yeah, it is. I don't know. That's what I don't get, right? Like, if it's football, let me use someone. Let me use somebody by way of example. Who do I not agree with their football opinion at all? I disagree with nearly everything that Sean Butler says. Sean Butler and I are mates. Yeah, Sean Butler and I go on, we'll have rows, we'll debate, and then we're WhatsApping, talking, and blah, blah, blah. That's what it should be. That's all it needs to be. That's all it needs to be. Because do you know what? This is about people who kick a football around a bit of grass, isn't it? Isn't it, wife? Yes, yes. She said yes. This is about people who kick a football. They're still coming to you. This is about some people who kick a football around a bit of grass. This is about me not liking a manager because I think his tactics are shit. Let's be honest. This isn't personal. This isn't me wishing death upon anyone. This isn't, madness, but it is just, it is what it is. I've got nothing bad to say about him. So let him keep saying bad things about me, people. I've got nothing bad to say about him. I'm sure he's a nice guy deep down, but the level, oh my God, what they're doing. Okay. The level of why don't you shut the door? Actually, you won't be able to. Can you give me an hour? Hang on. Sorry, but can you bear with me 1 second, people? Sorry, 1 second. About to have a conflab with the wire. Sorry, board meeting adjourned. We both had an opinion. Guess who won? No, joking. Just kidding. Just kidding. Remember the old Brian Clough saying? And he said to him, what happens if you have a disagreement with a player? He said, we sit down, we talk, we both say our side, then we agree I was right and we move on. I love that. I love that. Yeah, yeah, the person that is allowed to put me in my place. Yeah, yeah. No, Nick, see, I like you. I've always loved your content. You are very balanced. You're a football commentator that looks at other videos and then talks about them. I've never seen you say, I hate him, I hate her, I hate this. You say, and I like that about what you do. I think you're very fair. I do think, though, that the way this freedom of speech has gone is it allows people to abuse others and then just claim that, yeah, freedom of speech. I don't think that's right. I genuinely don't. We all say things about each other in a spare and a moment. We might have a row, right? Like, Nick, if me and you did a stream and me and you had a row live on stream, we might say something. Sorry about that, mate. Sorry about that, brother. That's it. It doesn't need to be a great big hoo-ha. Not everything needs to be like, what I don't get is, when we win a game, why are these people so fixated on my opinion and that I might have been wrong about something rather than they accuse me of wanting Spurs to lose more than loving Spurs and wanting Ange out more than I love Spurs. But they seem to love abusing us more than they do praising Spurs. I don't know. It just feels weird. Like, I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. I don't get it. And there's people in the chat that just sit there calling me a cunt as well, like the whole time. Yeah, don't like Savva, he's a cunt, he's a narcissist. Am I? What did I do? Why am I a narcissist? Because I've got a strong football opinion that I stick to. Yeah, of course. Listen, DJ, let's be brutally honest. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, right? And this isn't one person. This is everybody in YouTube. YouTubers will do what helps the algorithm, of course. Now, especially when it is their business. So for me, this is my business, content creation. I will do what I need to do. But anybody who knows me, like, let's be fair, Phil Coyes, he knows that what I say on stream is exactly the same as what I say off stream. Phil, you'll back me up on that, mate. Feel free to come on if you want, Phil. He'll back me up on this. What I say off air is exactly the same as what I say on air. So I don't flick a switch and go, from, oh my God, I love Ange, get Ange out. I don't do all of that. I don't. I am what I am on stream and off stream. right? This is my personality. This is who I am, right? Now, this myth, not saying you've said this, by the way, DJing, but this myth that negativity gets you more views is not 100% true. What gets you more views is how much people want to watch you. So, for example, I did this the other day. When I looked at my most watched videos, my most watched videos were actually very positive videos, right? Now, negativity sells, of course it does. But I don't believe what I do is negative. I believe I tell the truth, right? It might be my truth, but I can't be what other people do. I can't make fake thumbnails and fake videos. I can't make fake, this player's going to solve Tottenham. I might make a thumbnail and go, really like this signing, great signing. But it's all of this. Look, I get it. People do what they need to do for their algorithm. I've got nothing against that. I'm in the game as well. I'm in the YouTube game. I just don't think it should change people from being honest. And I always, what I see is, you know, from the person we were talking about there, a lot of people in his chat always say negativity sells. But if that's the case, it's the same thing as if he constantly makes videos about Stella 9, puts our names in the title, they're his best viewed videos. Now, that's not just him. Loads of people do it. Yeah, lots of people do it. For example, lots of people, if they put Lee Gunner's name in their header, they get views. Yeah, they get views. That's how this works. I am not someone, I don't like to do that. I did one last week, which was obviously about this person, which frustrated me, right? But that's it. At the end of the day, for me, I think you only get so far by that. And let's be brutally honest, people. That shelf life only lasts so long. What is ultimately going to make people a successful YouTuber or not is going to be their content. It's going to be whether they're likable over X amount of time. It's going to be whether or not can they come on screen. Right now, could you give me a subject about any football club, about anything, and I talk about it for half an hour? I could. I like to think I can. Some people can't. That's where I think my strength is as a YouTuber, is that I can switch the camera on. I can talk about any subject, any player, any manager, bish, bash, bosh. Other people just want to switch it on and say Spurs are amazing. Spurs are amazing. Cool. I've got no problem with them doing that. That's why I don't make videos about them. But they've got a problem with me analysing. So when I analysed Bodo Glimt, my analysis was they're a very good team at home. It's going to be a difficult second leg, but I still think we will get through. But that's not enough. What they want to hear me say is, we're amazing. We're going to win everything. Doesn't matter that I said we're going to win. They want to hear me going over the top. And that's fine. But listen, when I speak to some of my friends about this sort of stuff, that, you know, they can't believe the things that are said, like Savva's this, Savva's that, Savva's an narcissist, Savva's, and they're like, they'll know me as a very, very generous, kind person. And yet you've got people who don't know me, have never met me in person, going, this is a narcissistic prick, cunt, twat, gremlin, horrible little man. It's just like, what? Anyway, the second half is underway. At the end of the day, it's football, man. At the end of the day, Spurs lift the Europa. Spurs don't lift the Europa. We all go to bed that night and go to sleep, and we all wake up, hopefully, the next morning, right? Isn't that what it all boils down to in the end? Isn't that what football all boils down to? They're just opinions. They're just opinions. Who cares? We can have the row. We can have the debate. But do we need to make the personal attacks? No, we don't. Aston Villa are in. Oh, it should have been 2. John McGinn's going to recover it. Oh, my gosh. Was that Watkins? I'll tell you what. They're under attack here, Fulham. Now they've got it clear in the end. I'll tell you what. That should have been 2. That really should have been 2. The ball was played down the line. It was whipped into Watkins, and it was almost whipped in too quick from Matty Cash because Watkins just didn't get his feet sorted. Should have been 2. Should have been 2-0, but Villa have started out, I mean, to go on. There you go. There you go. Madness. Yeah, Lily liver. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Maybe I've got a bad liver. Who knows? Okay, let me use an example, right? Let me use an example. Let's say I had expressions oozing on my channel next week. I don't know how to get hold of them. Let's say I had expressions oozing on my channel next week. If I put a thumbnail out and said a picture of me, picture of expressions, yeah, it's expressions time, right? Or what expressions thinks, right? It's going to get more views. That video is going to get loads more views because expressions is a character, because he's a big personality in the YouTube space. That's life. But that's a nice way of doing it. Not me going, I hate this YouTuber over here. Tell you what, let me be horrible about them. Like, are they real supporters? Like, how many years has Stell had a season ticket of Spurs and he gets called a fake supporter? Like, what? You know, I had a season ticket for 2 decades, I think, just under 2 decades, but won't pay the man anymore. And Stell gets called a fake fan. He's had a season ticket for forever. Like, how are people with season tickets getting called fake fans by people that don't even go? Like, that's utter madness. That's utter madness. The ball's pinballing about. Fulham just couldn't quite get it in. Utter madness. I don't know. I don't know. That's a lovely ball from Tielemans. He's looked brilliant this season, Tielemans. Ball laid off. They're in here, Villa. They play the right ball. Here's Rodgers. Turns, shoots. Didn't get the shot right. It's gone wide, but it's taking a deflection for a corner. Just get the feeling a second goal is coming here. Yeah, I like the way they pour forward. They don't gung-ho, but when they go forward, it's with a lot of them. Let's have a look, shall we? Should we have a look in the Championship, see what's going on? Coventry still winning. Oh, they've only just kicked off. Absolutely pointless me looking. They're all in the 46th, 47th minute. No goals. No extra goals. So at the moment, Scotty Parker and Burnley are champions of the Championship. Oh, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I love it as well. But if you go, there are certain fans like that guy that if you go on those channels, he's like, oh, why are you on other channels? You're a Spurs fan. It's like, well, we're content creators. Why are we not allowed to mix? And it's just mad. Oh, hang on. Could he get in there? No. Pulled it down. Oh, Sessegnon shoots. Fulham have equalised. Villa want a handball. No goal. I think he's ruled it out. Great finish by Ryan Sessegnon, to be honest. I think he's ruled it out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see if this is going to count, shall we? And while we're doing that, shall we open the biscuits? Let's have a look. Oh, I want to see that again in real time. In slow motion. Ah, right. So, for anyone not watching, what's happened is he's actually brought it down on his chest, not his hand. But then as it's hit the grass and bounced up, as it's going down to the grass, it's hit his hand, then bounced up and he's volleyed it in the goal. So it wasn't the actual bringing of the ball down. It hit it on the way down. Ellie, no pork pies. We've got the dark chocolate digestives out at the moment. So here comes Villa at the other end. There's Maatsen. Good ball into McGinn, who's tripped. That's going to be a free kick to Aston Villa. As it stands, Burnley are the champions of the Championship. However, one Leeds goal, and they will be champions. How can I make myself a cup of tea, Kudos? I'm sitting here streaming. What am I going to do? Hello? Hello? Yes. Could I please, pretty please, in the next 10 minutes, get a cup of tea? Thank you. Love you. Kudos. Solved. Cup of tea on the way. Big up, Phil. You're being way too nice to me today. You were nice to me in the WhatsApp group earlier. So I expect when you return Savva, does he always stay true to your opinion, keep it real, gets heated from time to time, but that's because football fans are passionate. Absolutely, man. I always try and keep it real. Anyway, Yuri Tielemans with a free kick, dangerous position, and he's completely messed that up as Tielemans, and he's hit the first man. Villa putting some good balls in the box here, but Fulham defending well. And here's a Wobie with a chance at the other end. That's a brilliant ball. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. I tell you what, Iwobi, I like Iwobi. I think he's very unorthodox, but a good player. Emery is losing his mind. Emery is absolutely berating his Villa team here. Iwobi's played a lovely ball from out to in. He's curled in front of the defender. And I think it was Harry Wilson who just couldn't quite get enough contact on it. I've still got some pork pies in the fridge. By the way, if any of you haven't subscribed to this guy, please do. He's brilliant. Nick's Football Club. Feel free, Nick, to put your... I'll tell you what I'll do. Nick, are you still there? If you are, feel free to put your... I'll make you a mod. Feel free to put your link in the chat if you're still there, Nick. And everybody, you should. He's a good content creator, not of one club. Oh, what's going on here? There you go. I've just made you a mod. So if you are there, mate, you can put your link in. There's been a goal which I believe changes the course of everything. Blackburn Rovers 1, Sheffield United 0, away from home. And what that does, let's have a look. Blackburn have taken Bristol City's place in the top 6. So at the moment, Sheffield United, Sunderland, Coventry and Blackburn will be the 4 in the playoffs. Bristol City and Millwall missing out. However, a goal from Bristol City or a goal from Millwall will change all of that. So this is happening. And Leeds have scored. Leeds have scored at Plymouth. And that will be the goal that takes Leeds. That will be the goal that takes Leeds to the Championship unless Burnley score. Unless Burnley score. That will be the goal that takes them to the top of the table and the Championship. So as it stands, Leeds are champions. Burnley are going up in second place. Sheffield United, Sunderland, Coventry and Blackburn will be the playoffs. And at the moment, Luton, Plymouth and Cardiff are all going down. Yeah, man, if you haven't subscribed to Nick, please do. Really good creator. Makes some good videos about... He makes videos about me, makes videos about other creators, but never in a horrible way. He always has a look, looks at the facts, asks questions. Anyway, back here, Villa, free kick, and it's floated out and wide. The mullet man is making inroads. The mullet man. I love Nick. Portsmouth have scored. Right. Hang on. I think this might change something at the bottom of the table. I'm not sure. Portsmouth have equalised against Hull. So Hull, this is where Luton are going to kick themselves. Hull are 21st on 49 points. They're level on points with Luton. But if Luton could get a draw in their game, they would stay up. So it's all happening in the Championship. Derby 0, Stoke 0 still, yeah. It's all happening. It's all happening in that league. It's all happening. Hang on, let's go to the live results. Anything else? No, that's it at the moment. Let's see who scored for Watson. He did. I was going to say, was it our boy Musa Sissoko that scored for Watford? His 6th goal of the season. Musa Sissoko. Love it. Go on, Musa. Right. Okay. Cardiff have a penalty. I think Cardiff have a penalty. And the reason I think that's good is because Cardiff are relegated. They're down to 10 men, 3-0 down today. How good is dark chocolate, by the way? Cross comes in from Fulham and blocked by McGinn out for a corner. Oh, mate. Don't. It was just another Daniel Levy special, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Was he in the window where we thought we were getting Wijnaldum? Am I making that up? Was it Mane or Wijnaldum we thought we were getting and we ended up with Musa Sissoko? Just trying to see if there's any goals going in. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Help my brother out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Have any of you subscribed? Yes, you have. Thank you very much for a couple more people that have subscribed. That's very, very generous of you. Both dogs are asleep. Sorry, by the way, anyone asking. They're downstairs, but they're both asleep. So Asensio is going off on the hour. He's going to be replaced by Ramsey. Philly inside the house. How you doing, Phil? Hope you're well, mate. John McGinn also going off. He's going to be replaced by... So McGinn and Asensio off for Onana and Ramsey. So Onana to go in centre mid. Ramsey will go into a more forward area. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's have a look in the Championship. Anything else to write home about? West Brom have relegated Luton. It is West Brom 4, Luton 1. West Brom 4, Luton 1. And West Brom are going to miss out on the playoffs by 4 points. But Luton are relegated. Swansea 2, Oxford United 1. What that means is nothing for either of those two teams. So Swansea 2. Sheffield United have equalised against... Sheffield United have equalised at home to Blackburn. So now this changes things again. Blue, you've said, who do I think will come up through the playoffs? Let's wait and see who's in them first, because at the moment it's changing every 5 minutes. We know that Sheffield United and Sunderland are definitely in it, but the other two are up for grabs. So Sheffield United have equalised at home. What that means is that Blackburn dropped from 6th to 8th, and Bristol City go back into the playoffs. So at the moment, Bristol City are losing, but in the playoffs. And if I'm not wrong, of the 6 in the playoffs and going up at the moment is Leeds and Burnley, Sheffield United, Sunderland, Coventry, and Bristol City. Are Bristol City the only one of those 6 who have not been in the Premier League before? I'm right in saying that, aren't I? I don't think Bristol City have ever been in the Premier League. Is that right? Let me know. I don't think Bristol City have ever been in the Premier League. Hey, maybe this is their year. They're sneaking in at the moment. However, a goal from other teams changes things drastically. Coventry at the moment, let's see. Coventry are the only ones at the moment with their destiny in their own hands, if that makes sense. So, of all the teams chasing the playoffs today, great ball, hang on, here's Ramsey, lays it back, shot by Maatson, got it all wrong. Bristol City 0, Preston 2. So Bristol City are having a mare, but are still going up. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. What? Do you want one? Do you want one? I showed you that I had these bits. My wife's come in and acting surprised that I've got these. Like, I showed you last night. Oh. Yeah, so Bristol City are losing 2-0. Hello, mate. Stanley's with us, everybody. Stanley's with us. Bristol City are losing 2-0, but still in the playoff places. Still in the playoff places at the moment. A goal from Millwall or Blackburn would change that completely. Big up to Lord Rodney Trotter inside the place. Sheffield United Coventry playoff final. Sorry, Bristol City were in the Premier League. I don't remember Bristol City being in it. They're streaming biscuits, aren't they, Phil? They're streaming biscuits. What's happened, Lord Rodney? Why are you not a happy bunny? Talk to us. What's going on, mate? Hang on, Fulham. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. So, by the way, the West Brom 5, Luton 1. Luton have sunk without a trace here today. They've sunk without a trace. Preston winning at 2-0. So, Bristol City really are now relying on results elsewhere going their way. But as asked, there we go. You see that? Tea. Bit of dark chocolate. Oh. No, this isn't correct. This isn't correct. Luton's goal difference. They've scored 43 and let in 69, which is what, minus 26. Hull's goal difference, who are above them, scored 44, let in 54, is minus 10. So unless Hull lose 17-0, no, they're not staying up. They're not staying up. So at the moment, no. So Luton are relegated, mate. Whatever happens today, unless they score 17 goals, they're getting relegated, mate. Sorry. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Sorry. I was looking at it. So I thought they were on 1 point below. They're on the same points at the moment. Got it wrong. You're absolutely right, Mr. Post Office. Bang on, bang on, bang on. So They need Pompey to get one more, right, to relegate. Right, sorry. Ignore everything I said about Luton. They are not relegated. They are not relegated yet. At the moment, they're going down. But one goal. I'll tell you what. Let's keep. One goal. Luton have pulled one back, by the way. Luton is now 5-2. One goal could change it. Sorry, I got it wrong. I'm not too old and ugly to be proud. Bristol City have been in the Premier League. I don't remember it. Have Bristol City played in the Premier League?
According to Football 365.
No.
7 biggest clubs to have never played in the Premier League.
No, they haven't. They've never played in the Premier League. Back here, Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0. Still quite tight here. Burnley have scored. Burnley have scored, which means that they are going to win the league unless Leeds find another goal. Burnley 2, Millwall 1. Burnley 2, Millwall 1. Let's see. So Josh Brownhill got the first. I don't know who got the second, but as it stands, Burnley... Oh, God, here comes Frank and Stewie because I just heard their mummy go out. Burnley are winning the league as it stands. So Leeds, if they score, will win the league. But as it stands, Burnley are. As it stands, Luton are relegated. Unless Portsmouth get another goal against Hull. It's all very exciting. The Aston Villa Fulham game is almost taking a back seat. Just opened the red. Oh, yeah, forget your different time zone, isn't it? I was going to say. A red at 2 in the afternoon. Hello, boys. The dogs are here. Norwich have got a 4th against Cardiff. It's all happening. My Acker's dead, by the way, purely because Bristol City are 2-0 down. Well, going in again. Good cup of tea as well. She makes a lovely cuppa. My cup of teas are rubbish. There's still 23 minutes in the games. There will be some twists and turns. Oh, Pau Torres nearly made it 2-0 to Aston Villa. Been a good game, actually. Chances at both ends. All right. Should we? It's so funny. When you give... If any of you have got 2 dogs, you'll know this, right? When you go to give them a treat, when you give the first dog the treat, the second dog is looking at you like, why him, not me? Even though they're both going to get one. I think it's hilarious. So Portsmouth need a goal to help Luton out. Oh, it's all getting tense, isn't it? It's all tense. Imagine you're one of those fans. You think we're arguing over winning Europa Leagues. Yes, my mug does say his lordship. Yes. Bristol City have pulled one back. Bristol City 1, Preston 2. So Bristol City have pulled one back. At the moment, doesn't change anything. Another goal would change something, though. So Bristol City 1. By the way, the second Burnley goal was scored by Jadon Anthony. That's his 8th for the season. Let's see if Marcus Edwards didn't start today, I don't think. I think Marcus Edwards was... Is he on the bench or is he injured? He might be injured. So Bristol City pulling one back. It doesn't surprise me, Chris. It doesn't surprise me. They are playing a team that's relegated. I mean, Plymouth are down. Plymouth are down. Sorry to Mark if he's in the chat, but Plymouth are down. Sorry. What? A slice of lemon? What is this? A slice of lemon? What are we, as Perchie would say, what are we doing here? A slice of lemon in a cup of tea? I want a chocolate digestive and sugar in my cup of tea. Slice of lemon. No. No. Right, guys, should we do a watch along later for Arsenal versus Bournemouth? Do we do that? What do we do? Should we do an Arsenal Bournemouth watch along? Let me know. If enough of you want to, we'll do it. Right. So for that very reason, Ellie, I want Bristol City to come up. By the way, I think the three that come up will go straight back down. It's after your show at 4, don't worry. It'll be about 20 past 5. Because when this finishes, I need to go to set. I've got a barbecue on Monday that I'm hosting, so I need to go and get a few bits. Everything about this sentence is not me. Black tea. I only like very dark. I don't know if I can show you without spilling the cup. Can you see how dark that is? I like dark tea with a lot of sugar. I'm not a massive tea drinker. I know some people drink like 9 cups a day and stuff. I probably have 2 or 3 a week. Millwall coming up would be hilarious. I'm not gonna. Yeah, Millwall coming up would be hilarious. Back here, still 16 minutes. We're still 1-0, and a free kick given to Fulham in a dangerous area to be whipped in. Why don't you want Scotty Parker to win it, Ellie? What's the problem with Scotty Parker? Yeah, good cup of tea, this. Just looking. So Luton 5-2 down. In Spain, Alaves 0, Atletico Madrid at half time. All the games are starting. The African nations qualification, Malawi 0, South Africa 0, only 2 minutes gone. Games everywhere at the moment. I don't know why I'm acting surprised by that. It is Saturday afternoon. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. So Iwobi and Berg have gone off for Reed and Willian. Willian's had a good career, hasn't he? He was another one we were meant to be getting, weren't we? Do you know what? I was actually talking with a wife the other day about this. I haven't been to Cyprus for a few years. I need to get back there. Yes, at some point. Yeah. Whereabouts are you, Marius? Are you Paphos based? Free kick from Fulham, easily headed away. Come on, I want a goal in the Championship to make things juicy. Bristol City. Hang on, Bristol City. Bristol City 2. Preston 2. So Bristol City in the last. Oh, hang on, Fulham. Oh, great defending. Matty Cash, take a bow. That's brilliant defending. I know we don't like him at Spurs, but great defending. In 5 minutes, Bristol City have pulled it back. And Ross McCrory, their defender, Ross McCrory, their Scottish centre-back, I believe he is, has scored twice. So that's brilliant for a couple of reasons. It keeps my ACCA alive, even though I've got Derby in it and they're not there 0-0 with Stoke. But let's have a look, more importantly, at what that does to the Championship table. So Bristol City are still in 6th. Blackburn Hang on, this will go down to goal difference, 53, 59. So Bristol City's goal difference is +4. Blackburn's goal difference is +5. So if Blackburn score, they'll go level on points with Bristol City and be 2 goals above them. I think Millwall are pretty much done at this point. But it's going to be between Bristol City and Blackburn. But Coventry still only 1-0 up. So it's all happening. So I need a Derby goal and a Bristol City goal to keep my ACCA alive. Ah, he's rubbish, isn't he, Foxy? He wouldn't get in our team. Wouldn't get in our team, that rubbish John McGinn. Just captain of a team that made the quarterfinals of the Champions League, semi-finals of the FA Cup, and are currently level on points to get Champions League football again next season. Ah, Queen Ellie bringing out the Cypriot roots. Cypriot roots. Great question. I mean, surely you'd take the Spurs job, wouldn't you? But I mean, maybe he knows Daniel Levy too well. Maybe he does know him too well. So hang on, let's see if there's any other goals. No, not at the moment. Oh. Would I move to? I wouldn't live there. I'd love to retire early and have a holiday home there so I can just go whenever I want. I'm with you on that. That's why Ben Kaufman hates me secretly, because I hate coffee. And he can't understand how anyone can hate coffee. Obviously, he's got his coffee shop, hasn't he? Hang on. Good run from Anana here. Great ball from Anana. Donny Marlon pulls it. Oh, when you need a bit of composure. But they've kept it alive. Villa are still in here. It should have been 2. Villa have had some chances here. Villa have had some chances to wrap this game up for sure. Where's the pug? Oh, they're both asleep. They're both asleep, wrapped around my streaming chair. So I have to be really careful that I don't move the chair, because their little paws they're out for the count. We took them for Stanley's got the long lead. If any, it's like a training lead, so he can just run around like a lunatic, and I can make sure he doesn't escape. So he's knackered, and the pug has got a little squashed face anyway, and he's like, so they're knackered. Hang on, good ball by Fulham. Fulham, could they snatch an equaliser? No, Adama Traore couldn't. It's all happening. It's all happening. There a goal anywhere? Can we get another goal from somewhere to change the championship? So at the moment, Leeds United will finish second. Burnley will win it. And Coventry, Bristol City, Sunderland, and Sheffield United will be in the playoffs. Multitasking. I'm eating biscuits, drinking tea, checking out football scores, watching a game, talking to you lot, and doing the comments. Who says men can't multitask? Hey, Ellie? Look at us men multitasking over here. See, here's Adama Traore. He's got a bit of a chance to run at the Villa back 4 here. He's still running, but easily cut out in the end by Anana. They got some options, haven't they, Aston Villa? You think the players they're bringing off the bench, they've got some real good options. And I think this Champions League race is going to be very, very tight, isn't it? Very, very tight. So in this game, we've got 9 minutes left. In the Championship games, they've got about 11 or 12 left. And if you haven't subscribed, why bloody not? Please do. I love that. I love that. Somebody's come into my YouTube comments, right, and said this. Said, I will correct anyone who says crap about you, Sav. Got your back, man. Love that. Absolutely love that person. Switch account. Let's see. Keep subscribing, people. Let's keep this channel flowing. Let's get more people here watching. And it's just good to differentiate between Spurs and the rest of football. You haven't missed anything, by the way. There's been a player down injured. Looks like Ross Barkley is coming on for Yuri Tielemans, who I thought had another good game. I like Yuri Tielemans. I just think he's a good, without saying world-class general, he just does his job. Because I'm trying to grow the second channel from non-Spurs related content. And it just didn't make sense to not do it here. It didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense financially and from a logical standpoint. Let's go back to the Championship, though, shall we? No goals at the moment that have changed anything. But by the way, what a job Frank Lampard has done at Coventry. What a bloody good job he's done. Sheffield United frustrate me, Ed. It's like that standard yo-yo club. They come up, they go down terribly. They come up, they go down terribly. Yeah. Just wait and see if there's going to be any goals that affect the top of that table. The bottom is all but done. The bottom is all riding. The bottom of the Championship is all riding on Portsmouth against Hull. I guess it's about how much do Portsmouth need to score? Do Portsmouth need to score? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Big up my man in New York. Gary Officer, how you doing? And thank you for the information you gave me last week when I WhatsApped you. Hang on, Villa are through. Donny Marlon. The ball has blazed high and wide, and Marco Silva is losing his shit at the side of the line with someone or something. Well, listen, I don't like seeing... Listen, he's had a bad time of things. He did well at Derby. He's doing well now at Coventry. Maybe it is just that is his level at the Championship. But listen, I think he's gone there and done magnificently. He really has. Coventry were a right mess when he took them over. Anyway, 5 minutes to go here. This game is still 1-0, hanging on a knife edge. Just wait and see if any other goals are going to go in the Championship. Yeah, they were terrible. Can anyone find out where Coventry were when he took over? That would be really helpful. Silver's going mad about something. Norwich 4, Cardiff 2. 10-man Cardiff have scored. Stanley, don't wake up. Don't need you awake. You stay asleep, puppy. So Norwich 4, Cardiff 2. There's always loads of goals, isn't there, on the last day of the season? Great tackle by Harry Reid. Emil Smith-Rowe gives Fulham the ball back. Can Fulham snatch a point here? Robinson dinks out a cross. Jimenez wins it. Then it's volleyed high over the bar by Adama Traore. Yeah. Robert, Saying Norwich can't defend at all. How many goals have you let in this season, Robert? How many goals? One more biscuit, and then I've got to stop eating biscuits. Last one. Not for you, Stanley. You're not allowed chocolate, mate. No, not allowed chocolate. No, no, no. As much as they want chocolate, they never seem to understand that it kills them. So we're into the last 3 minutes of Villa Park, the last 5 minutes of all the championship games. Wow. Is that true, Luddy? Wow. They were 2 points above the relegation zone. 17th. Wow. I tell you what, you've got whatever you think of the man, that's a brilliant job. That is a superb job to get them from there to, that's like, does anyone remember when Roy Keane rocked up at Sunderland that year? Anyone remember that? Oh, thanks, Plasma. Plasma giving me permission to eat as many biscuits as I want. Cheers. It's going to be the last one, though. I reckon my heart and my cholesterol will tell me not to eat as many biscuits as I want. But thank you. Don't judge me. But a bit of tea just dropped off my biscuit onto Stewie. Oh. Very, very few goals going in the last 10 minutes in the championship. I'll tell you what. Here's a question for you all. How many top free transfer signings can you name? I.e., I think Glenn Kamara as a free transfer in the Premier League is sensational. Who can you put on that level? Who's been a free transfer and you go, yes, what a success, what a top player? Who can you think of? Free transfers that have gone to a Premier League team. I mean, even Tielemans and Kamara, both of them. Tielemans, yeah, Eric. Eric, you know why I quickly said Tielemans? I knew someone was going to go straight in for the obvious, his midfield partner. Yeah. Thiago Silva. Coventry City 2, Middlesbrough 0. Coventry, well done, Frank Lampard and Coventry. They will be in the playoffs next year, this season. They are in the playoffs. Coventry 2, Middlesbrough 0. What a bloody good job that man has done. And Coventry now won't be caught by, let's see, 53, 48, 64. I can't see them being caught. Coventry, I think, have done it. Not 100%, but there's not a lot of time left for everyone else to score goals. As it stands, by the way, Luton are relegated. As it stands. Portsmouth, let's see if they've even had shots. And I mean, Portsmouth have had 62% possession, 10 shots, only 2 on target. There's 8 minutes of injury time here at Villa Park. So we've got time. I think with Frank Lampard, it was the going to a big club too soon. When you go to a Chelsea, it's a massive ask, isn't it? It's a massive ask. They're a big club with big expectations. Yeah, good free transfer. There's always one, isn't there, Marios? There's always one. 8 minutes added on. So, at the moment, let's double check this. Who needs to do what? At the moment, Bristol City and Coventry have stolen those last two places. Blackburn need a goal. If Blackburn score, they will go above Bristol City. Millwall, unless they get 2 goals in the lot. Millwall are out of it now. Millwall are out of it. They're playing against the best defence in the country, not just the league. They're out of it. So the only team is Blackburn. Blackburn score and life gets interesting. Blackburn score, life gets interesting. Equally, Leeds score, life gets interesting. Let's have a look at what Leeds have done today. Leeds, look at Leeds. Look at Leeds. 79% possession and 24 shots. Only 3 on target. Only 3 shots on target from 24. At the moment, Burnley are champions. Let's see how long to go in both those games. So Burnley have got, I don't know. I don't know how many minutes in each game, but I'll, so this is what you love. The last minutes of the season, the relegation can change and the champions can change. That's what you call a season, not like the Premier League. The league was done ages ago. The relegation. Leeds have scored. Leeds have scored. Leeds are going to win the title and Burnley have had their hearts broken. They're up anyway, but Leeds have scored in the 92nd minute. I don't know who got the goal. I'll find that in a minute, but Leeds are going to win the championship as Villa have hit the bar, I think. Sorry, I was looking here. I think Donny Marlin's hit the bar. But Leeds have won the championship unless Plymouth find a goal, and I can't see it, can you? But Leeds and Burnley, fair play to both. Great. That's a great free transfer. Yep, Yoel Matip. Great one. Great one, yep. Few people mention that. Foxy game with Hullet. God, what a footballer Ruud Hullet was. You think of the players that get called class now, and for anyone who's old enough, Foxy, I think you're of age. Ruud Hullet. Hullet, Rijkaard and Van Basten in that Milan team. Wow. 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 So Leeds are going to win the championship. And the goal scorer was Manor Solomon with a goal. Burnley have gone and scored as well, but it won't matter what Burnley do. But Millwall officially now cannot make the playoffs. This is all on Blackburn Rovers, who have 8 minutes. Blackburn have 8 minutes. Well, it's exciting, isn't it? I don't even support these clubs. It's exciting. So Leeds win it. Burnley are second. Sheffield United and Sunderland have definitely got a place. Derby have drawn 0-0. Villa have got 2 minutes to hold on here. Fulham have got 2 minutes to find an equaliser. Jonathan Tah this season. Interesting. This season, yeah, interesting. God, I've got 2 dogs underneath me. I've got nowhere to put my feet. I do love them though, so that's all right. Big up, Marianne. I mean, you've joined us in the 97th minute. Better late than never. Brownhill scored loads of goals this year, by the way, hasn't he? He's had an amazing season for them, goal scoring wise from midfield. It's all everything now is on Portsmouth and Blackburn, right? At the moment, everything is on those two games. Back here, we've got 1 minute to go. It looks like that very early Villa goal is going to settle this game. They've had loads of chances since. Fulham have had some good chances as well, by the way. But this keeps Villa level with Chelsea in 5th and Forest in 6th, all three on 60 points. They've got a minute to see out. Cross comes in, headed clear by Digne. Now Ramsey's going to done the right thing, put his foot on it, slowed it down, gives it to Pau Torres, plays it out to Marlon. Look at the players they're bringing in. Marlon, Asensio, Rashford. Hang on, here's Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley in a really good tussle. Really good tussle with Bassi, and then, the pass given away. They've got some real good options, haven't they? So both Leeds and Burnley ending the season on 100 points. And this game is over. Villa 1. Hang on, let's go. Let's quickly go to 401. That's Coventry v Middlesbrough. I'm going to watch the last minute of Coventry versus Middlesbrough. This game has ended 1-0, by the way. Stay with me as we talk about championships of Coventry. I want to see. Fair play to Frank Lampard. Burnley have finished 3-1. They are promoted. We knew that already. They will go up in 2nd place. It's not quite a title, but they won't care, surely. Here's Coventry. Go on, son. Get a 3rd. Finish them off. Norwich have won 4-2 against Cardiff. I kind of want Coventry to do it. I kind of want Coventry to win the playoffs. There you go. You've heard it here first. I'm a Coventry fan. I'm a Coventry fan now. Sod it. Coventry to do it right. They are 96 minutes of 96 minutes gone. Hang on. Coventry. Oh, no. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. I can't believe it. They're still playing in the 97th minute. Leeds are still playing. If Leeds don't concede, they are champions. It's all happening, guys and girls. It's all happening. Middlesbrough on the attack in the 97th minute. Headed clear. Come on, ref, blow that whistle. Portsmouth 1, Hull 1. Luton are relegated. Luton are relegated. 2 relegations back to back. Middlesbrough desperately pouring forward here. Good block, and it's a corner kick. Ref, blow the whistle. He's blown the whistle. Frank Lampard and his team are in the playoffs. Well done, big fat Frank. Horrible calling him that. Luton Town have been relegated. Hull have survived. Let's go to Sky Sports News. Hull have survived. Leeds still playing in the 98th minute. If Leeds do not concede, they will win the championship. If Leeds do not concede, they will win the championship. It finished West Brom 5, Luton 3. And it's finished. It's all over. Leeds are the champions of the championship. Burnley have gone up. Coventry. Let's just double check this. Let's just double check this, shall we? The playoffs, unless Blackburn score a goal, and Blackburn are in the 100th minute. They're in the 100th minute. Blackburn must score. If they don't, if Blackburn score, they will knock Bristol City out of the playoffs. So Bristol City, the players are all standing around. They're looking at monitors. They're all waiting. And they've done it. It's finished. It's finished. Bristol City, Sheffield United have drawn 1-1. And the Bristol City fans are going mental. The players are going nuts. Coventry, Bristol City, Sheffield United, and Sunderland are in the playoffs. That is brilliant stuff to watch. Brilliant stuff. The scenes, all the fans have descended onto the pitch. It's utterly crazy. Guys, girls, I'm going to leave it there. I'm knackered. Be back later for the Arsenal. Why can I not remember this? I'll be back later for Arsenal Bournemouth. Feel free to join me. Thank you very much for all of your time. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you very much. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.